All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching, preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listen learning, and to the Bias Shetabadat, the house of David. Amaya Shetab.
I'm correct as that.
I'm Cologne.
All right, coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Salakia with another lesson. Salakia, got the hiccups. All right. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, you are the true children of Israel that the Bible speaks of. All right. If your father's line goes back to a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, or Seminole Indian, all right, you are considered a speckled bird, but your heritage goes back, you are of the children of Israel. Okay. 1/3 of the nation of Israel will be saved. All right, from this coming destruction from the shores of America, all right, that is coming to these shores, all right, as you're seeing World War III amp up, prophecies starting to unfold even more so, okay, wars and rumors of wars, all right, uproar of the people, all these fires, all these hailstorms, tornadoes, earthquakes, all right, this is all in Bible prophecy that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai would return to visit the earth. Okay? That all prophecies will be fulfilled. Okay? So 1/3 of the nation of Israel will be saved. Okay? Out of these coming perilous times. 2/3 of the nation of Israel will perish and die for not believing upon the true name and the testimony of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Not taking heed to the warning, all right, that is given by the brothers out on the highways and byways. First and foremost, the alarm being called out by Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramah, Apostle Rakah, all right, the elders and the bishops under them, all right, all the way down to the newest brother who believes on the faith, okay, and giving you sound doctrine, the 100% truth coming out of GMS, all right. We were going into a time like no other, okay, a time that has never been before. All right, but if you do have the testimony of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you truly believe in it full-heartedly. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai may have grace and mercy to see that you're a part of the elect. Okay, but we know not who's a part of the elect. So it is for us, to practice and rehearse the righteous acts to the best of our ability, to give our make our bodies a living sacrifice, and to continue in the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai for the grace He has imparted unto us to understand and abaratazah to believe in this doctrine. All right, full-heartedly. All right, it's not something you can, you know what, I believe this part, but I don't believe that part. All right, it has to be the 100% truth. All right, as it's taught from the apostles of GMS, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramah, Apostle Rakah, the elders and the bishops under them. Okay, teaching this sound doctrine, being reformed and retaught. All right, but without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into this lesson. Lord willing, be edifying unto the body. So luckily we didn't choose a name for it, but, once again, Lord willing to be edifying unto the body. It's going to be the 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 10.
Okay. 2 Timothy 2 and 10. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sakes, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in the Mashiach Yahweh Shai with eternal glory.
Right. So everything is done for the will and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai for His elect's sake. So His elect can receive the salvation that Yahweh Shai was imparted unto. All right. So we could be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. Ultimately, so Yahweh's word could be fulfilled. His laws, statutes, and commandments could be put out there correctly. All right. That everybody live as was intended. All right. And as Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has appointed since the day that existence of earth began, all right, existence of the universe, all right, because these laws don't only govern this earth, it governs all life and all creation, all right. This is the will and the power and the majesty and the glory of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, go ahead.
It is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with Him, we shall also live with Him.
Right. If we be dead with Yahweh Shai, all right, and we commit our bodies to be a living sacrifice, All right, we care not for the cares of this world. We use the world, don't abuse the world. All right, and then put ourselves in the mind state through the will and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to suffer as Yahweh Shai suffered. That would make us what? All right, we are turning our back on the world, therefore we are dead to the world. All right, the world has no love and care for men. All right, especially men of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, but no love and care for those who believe upon the testimony of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. But how much more the elect that preach and teach the word and proclaim his doctrine and let it be known. All right, and care not about the consequences. All right, because they're being obedient unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, the power of all powers. Okay, the Lord of all Lord, King of kings. All right, it is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai whom we have fear for. It is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai who has ordained each and every brother that believes upon the true testimony, to fulfill their lot, Abaratazah, to the best of their ability, that they may see salvation. All right, speaking of myself first and foremost as an individual person, but speaking as a body, and every brother feels the same way. Because every brother has to work out their own salvation with fear and trembling. Okay? So this is the way of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai.
This is the way.
Okay? Hey, this is the way. Follow ye in it.
12.
Yeah, and then stop at the break.
If we suffer, we shall also reign with him.
God, if we suffer with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, we shall also reign with him. Okay, so we are sufficient and will commit those things unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai as he had committed unto us, suffering, all right, enduring, patience, all right, wisdom and knowledge. Hey, we shall reign with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai with that, with that same mindset. Okay, we will perform and do and rehearse his acts as he has done, as Yahweh has ordained Yahweh Shai to do. All right, and as the example that Yahweh Shai was and is, that has been set forth for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as you speckled birds, whose father's line goes back to follow from the beginning. All right, and then all the other nations, after we are right, these other nations will get right under the order of the Israelites underneath Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay? You got it? Luke,
Yeah, that was it.
Luke 9.
Luke 9:23 says, and he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me.
Right, he said, if any man come after me. All right, so if you are called and chosen to come after Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, what do you have to do? You have to bear your cross. You have to accept the conditions of the battle that was set before you. All right, and in doing, you had to what? You had to count the cost. All right, you should have counted the cost. Hey, when the brother that you heard this word from, whether it be a brother in the truth, all right, whether it be a brother from another camp who had a form of the truth, right, and then you found out the 100% truth coming out of GMS from Apostle Tahara on down. Once you found that truth, you were supposed to give up all. Can you read that again, Salaki?
Yeah, it says, verse 23, Luke 9:23, it says, he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me.
Right, you were supposed to give it all and bear it all. When? Right. Not once a month, not twice a month, but every day.
Right.
All right.
And what does bearing that cross or taking up his cross daily, as in the scripture reads says, means that you're taking on those same afflictions.
God.
You're taking part in Yahweh Shai's suffering. All right. And being that sacrifice, making your lives a sacrifice now.
Right, because it's like suffrage comes in many different ways as well. All right, you're not just going to suffer in one way. It's not this one appointed way to suffer.
Right. We're not all gonna, you know, we don't have to go through the exact same afflictions as Yahweh Shai did, you know, but we will be, you know, according to the prophecies in Scripture, you know, we will be persecuted and as we're going to get into this lesson, you know, reviled among men.
God.
You know, looked down upon. We already see that.
Well, hey, each and every day. That's why it says, bear your cross. How long? Daily. Until when? Until Yahweh Shai comes. All right? Till he's sent back by Yahweh. Okay? You got it.
Come on. This is John 15:20. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his power. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my sayings, they will keep yours also.
Right. So you have to understand that you are not greater than Yahweh Shai, the only begotten Son. The only begotten Son who came here, hey, there was that example set forth, all right, for the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to follow. All right, and those that follow, first and foremost, were those 12 disciples, all right, that followed after him and kept his laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. And then only doing away with one through the son of perdition, which it was already prophesied. All right, it was already bound to happen. As the world would say, it was written in the stars. Okay? Yahweh Shem Yahushua already had it in the book of prophecy. Okay? That it was ordained to happen. Okay? So, hey, how many did he lose? None but one to the son of perdition. All right? And when that happened, it was already accounted for at that time. All right? Why? Ultimately, so prophecy could be fulfilled. All right? Because the example that was given was Yahweh Shai knew that we were going to have to go through all these things. Even as Yahweh Shai was betrayed. Okay? This is a part of the suffering. All right? Yahweh Shem Yahushua covers all bases. All right? As they have hated me and not obeyed my sayings, so shall they hate you and not obey the sayings that you are coming in. All right? If you were, roughly paraphrasing scripture, if you were of the world, they would love you because they would love their own. Mm-hmm. All right? But since you're not of the world, and you care not for this world and the things of this world, they will hate and persecute you.
I was right there.
Yeah, you can pull it.
Come on, this is John 15:18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world will love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you.
Right, he said, I chosen you out of the world. Goes to show you that everybody can't just come in. This is not an all-inclusive Israelite party.
Everybody welcome.
All right, everybody's not welcome. Not even all of Israel's welcome at this time. Mm-hmm. All right, 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and you speckled birds, hey, you will perish and die. All right, and rightfully so. Yahweh Shem Yahushua just in all his ways. Okay, so know and understand that it is Yahweh Shem Yahushua who's imparted this unto who? His elect, the small few. All right, the small remnant that he has left for what? Hey, ordained for salvation from when? Since the beginning of time. All right, since the Ancient of Days had it in his mind, in his heart, hey, to put forth everything as he seen fit. That's how long the elect been the elect. All right, you got it.
I gotta call it out.
Slakia.
Where I'm going,
You're on Sirach?
No, we're on 1 Peter.
No, 1 Peter, Slakia.
You're not in Matthew 5?
No, 1 Peter, it was 4, 1 and 2,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then it's Sirach 4, 28.
We don't have Matthew 5 first, though? Or-
Oh, you mean Matthew 5 and 10
yeah.
through 12?
Yeah, just go ahead and pull it.
That was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. Oh.
That's what I was saying. I didn't know where it came.
Yeah, that's always
I'm there. This is
Okay.
Matthew 5 and verse 10.
it's all good.
It's blessed are they
And then
which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they were, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
God. So how much is it a blessing, to endure all things for Yahweh Shem Shai's sake? Okay, this is the glory. This is how you receive the glory. This is how you earn your place. This is how salvation will come. This is how you are of that elect, the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel. All right, through these persecutions, all right, is a help in your purification process.
Right. Hey, that's an indicator. That's why it says blessed. In the first scripture, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake. Why does it say blessed? Because that persecution. How Israel has the indication of the curses that know. All right. That the curses are going to be that sign wonder. All right, for the true nation of Israel, which are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? Well, persecution is the indicator of a true prophet.
God.
All right, because this world is against what we speak. They're against righteousness.
God.
Ever more so in these times. All right, but that's the persecution is an indicator. Lord willing, we be able to partake in that suffering. All right, because once that happens, we know we're doing something right, and we know we're doing something right now. All right, because they even taking videos down, from us preaching this word, marketing it as hate speech.
Okay.
All right, and that's it's a bad thing to in the sight of the in the worldly sense, but in Yahweh Shem Shai, that's a good thing, man. We on the right track.
God. Hey, because we know once again, that these are the conditions of the battle that we were ordained, all right, to have to suffer. Abaratazah, we be those men. All right, your opportunity doesn't come without opposition. All right, for an opportunity, there lies opposition. Okay, you got it.
Okay. This is 1 Peter 4 and starting at 1. For as much then as the Mashiach have suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin.
Right. Those who have suffered in the flesh have ceased from sin. All right. Keep from sinning when you suffer in the flesh. Why? Because you're getting your rebuke and reprove right away. You're not the judgment is not prolonged for you. All right. The judgment is almost instantaneous in comparison. Okay. That's when you receive that. Salakia, when you receive that judgment, it is so you can learn from that thing that you had did wrong. All right, that you may correct it, that you may humble yourself and ask Yahweh Shem Shai for forgiveness, and to learn from whatever mistake it was that you had made. Okay.
Can you read the first part again?
Okay.
You just read but I want to highlight the first two lines.
Okay. This is 1 Peter 4 and 1. As for much then as the Mashiach have suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind.
Right. Arm yourself with the same mind. Yahweh Shai had to mentally prepare. All right. As it said, as we read in the Gospels, that he was, sweating blood.
Yep.
From the stress. All right. But he had to mentally prepare himself to go through with, which ultimately we know as prophecy, but for his suffering. because he knew it was going to be grievous. He knew it wasn't going to be, it was going to be very hard to actually go through with it. All right, so you have to prepare your mind for that stress. It said arm. When you think about arming yourself, you're girding up, your defense.
Right, getting that weapon ready, and
Right.
that weapon being your mind.
Mm-hmm.
All right, being the mind and being in the mind state of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, just as Yahweh Shai said, roughly paraphrasing scripture, Father, if it's thy will, take thy cup from me. All right, but it wasn't Yahweh's will. All right, it was Yahweh Shai. He made Yahweh Shai to be able, the only one to endure through that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Gearing up his mind. Hey, and like the brother said, he was suffering and sweating blood. All right, and that's the only man who has been of the flesh that could ever handle anything like that.
Oh.
All right, and we have not a more perfect example. All right, you got it.
Huh. For he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin, that he no longer shall live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of the Most High.
Right, and that's what brothers have done. All right, Abaratazah, we be those men, but brothers have put away that old man and put on that new man. All right, ceasing to exist in this worldly aspect. All right, whether brothers had certain opportunities in careers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, whether brothers had certain opportunities with a certain woman that they wanted. All right, had families. Hey, the truth might cause you to give up your family. It might cause you to give up your freedom and your life.
Okay.
Are you built for it? All right, are you willing to endure all things? Are you willing to pick up your cross and bear it daily? All right, because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has those that ordained to the elect.
Okay.
As it said in 2 Timothy 2:10. All right? He endures all this for the elect's sake. All right? But in that same spirit, as Yahweh Shai endured, we must endure as well. Abaratazar, we are those men. Okay? That was it.
Oh, yeah, that was it.
Sirach 4:28.
I got that up. If you want.
But
No, I was saying, did you? I had it right here if you wanted
it took me.
it. Okay.
What's next?
Matthew 7.
This is Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus 4:28. Strive for the truth unto death, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai shall fight for thee.
Right. Strive unto the truth. Until when?
Death.
Till death. All right? So even death is not supposed to, even when faced with death, is not supposed to deter you from preaching or teaching the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right? Because if you die doing the work in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that is not only an indication, that is a glorification and magnification of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
That's an honorable death.
Right? It's an honorable death.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has imparted unto you. Okay? And Abaratazah, every brother who's faced, every brother who's out on the highways and byways, as in recent events, all right, with the IUIC, every brother stand fast and stay faithful and true. Okay? That's another indicator to help remind brothers of what is on the line.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right?
So no,
What is on the line? Will you give it all? Okay? And Abaratazah, once again, I can only speak of myself first and foremost, that I endure to the end. And Abaratazah, these brothers and other brothers who teach and preach the 100% truth, endure to the end.
Yeah, but it's our faith that the Lord is going to fight for us, for the works that we're doing today.
God.
That our labor is not in vain. We know that the elect going to be saved. All right, the scriptures say it. All right, but you know,
You can grab that pretty. You want?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can grab it. Go ahead, Slocky.
no, you good. That was it.
All right. Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hey, it is an honorable and glorious thing, you know, to have that faith. All right, because hey, without a belief, all right, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you're out here and you're truly dead. You are the walking dead. All right, you're walking blind and you have no direction and no way. All right, you can just pull it from your phone.
It was John 15 and 13. Lay down his life for his friends.
No. You got
Oh,
it?
it was right here. Oh, this is John 15 and 13. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
Right. Then a man that layeth down his life for his friends. All right. So if a brother has to go through a trial where he may have to lay down his life for his friends, as Yahweh Shai did, hey, for what? His friends. You are not my, roughly paraphrasing scripture, you are not my servants, but you are my friends. All right. Hey, how much greater in glory can you give to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai than to be obedient until the end and past the end? Because we know this is only a pit stop.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this life is nothing but a vapor. Okay, in time. But Abarat is how we be those men. Hey, guess what? It's a vapor in eternity. Okay.
This is Matthew 7 and 13. It says, "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat."
Salaka.
Right, and that straight gate, you know, being that position of difficulty. All right,
Yep.
you know, wide is all the wickedness that compass you in this world, or that surrounds you in this world. All right, but following after the footsteps of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, hey, we're walking, you know, in a direct path into the kingdom. All right, but no, it ain't. It's gonna have that affliction that come with it. Verse 14 says, "Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it."
Right. Narrow is the way. All right. So not everybody's going to find that path. All right. Not everybody is going to hearken unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai's word. Not everybody is going to get the opportunity. Not everybody is going to be sufficient and built for the path that is lied
Right.
before them.
Some people gonna fall off that road.
God.
You know?
All right. So, hey, as we were talking earlier, all right, how brothers were talking about, hey, back in the world, things that you used to do,
Mm-hmm.
all right, things that things that you used to do that in a way you understand now, but then looking back, you're like, I don't know how I made it through that. I don't know what I was thinking.
Why I was even, you know, doing that.
Right. I don't know what I was even thinking. I don't know why I was doing that. All right. As my story of me catching snakes, poisonous snakes as a little kid. I don't know why I did it, but hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushai had the protection around me not to get bit. Okay? It is what it is.
Playing Crocodile Dundee.
Right. But you know, hey, it was ultimately understanding now, all right, that it was only Yahweh Bashem Yahushai who had kept me. All right, because it could easily turn into a very bad case.
And the type of snakes he was catching.
You
Yeah.
know?
Was a pity the snake charmer.
Right. Right. For this snake charmer to get bit. Slack.
You doing sauce.
Yeah. I mean, just crazy stuff, and that's just one example. But hey, each and every brother has their own trials, own stories, and things where you reminisce and you just can't. You understand now, and you thank Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for protecting you.
Come.
All right, and keeping you to where you are now to understand what to understand his mysteries, his laws, statutes, and commandments, and having the truth. Growing you up to be a man, okay, and growing you up in the way that he wants you to walk, and bringing you into the light of understanding that this is the way. This is the way, and there is no other way. All right? And that you remember yourself as men, okay, and not just a male in this world. All right? Because most of these so-called men out here, they're not men. They're just males. Okay?
This is Psalms 118, starting at 16. The right hand of Yahweh is exalted, and the right hand of Yahweh doeth
Valiantly.
Valiantly.
It's hard for me to say that.
Yeah.
So.
The right hand is Yahweh Shai. All right? And he does valiantly. Almost messed up too. And we give glory unto him. All right? But he does a glorious work. Okay? It's always the, what's the word I'm looking for? Always the highest quality. All right? Top tier. All right? Go ahead.
Continuing. I shall not die, but live, and declare the works of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
We shall not die. All right? Even if we have to die physically, we are not dead. All right? The body is dead. All right? The flesh and the bones are dead, and they return back to the earth from which they came. All right? But the spirit, all right? Abarat is how we be those men. The spirit is not dead. It just returns unto the Father that gave it. All right, for us to go up there to receive whatever it is that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has us to receive, whether it be good or bad. Okay, whether we have to, whether we come back, all right, and have to suffer through more afflictions, all right, or as we're in the last days now, that we sleep but for a moment and be raised up with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Did you skip second Esdras?
He skipped second Esdras.
But we could stop right there. Just hold This is second Esdras 16 and verse 70. It says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord." All right, and that's that chaos, Jacob's trouble. But when these troops, come out to round up, the believers of this truth, the
Right.
Israelites, they coming after the Israelites that are of this truth. All right, and that's that wide gate, that wide gate of destruction. Well, wickedness is the wide gate, but that's part of the wickedness and the sword that's coming down.
Right, because you're also going to have a lot of so-called brothers at that time. Denounce it.
Right.
No.
I wasn't a part of that.
Yeah, that's not me.
I know where the brothers at though.
Right.
What's those Judas goats?
Yeah.
Yeah, Judas Iscariot.
All right. It goes. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is just in all his ways. All right, and he knoweth every man's heart.
Right. It says, "They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. They shall be known. Then they shall be known, who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire."
Right. He said, "Then there should be known who are my chosen." So when the persecution has not stopped, when the oppression has not stopped, but when it is amplified and continued.
Right, and that amplification is going to start up, when this new system get going, especially when they mandate the CHIP. All right, the brothers and sisters is going to lose certain things if they don't take it. Certain amenities that are luxuries now. All right, well, the necessities are going to even be taken away. To basic living. So that's part of that mental preparation, and knowing that's to come, a physical preparation.
God, because what they say, it said, will cast you out your homes.
Yeah.
All right, here it is. You paid for your home. Ain't nobody else paying your rent.
How they gonna do that?
How they gonna do
How
that?
they gonna do that with the picture of white Jesus? Right. No,
Right. You gotta go. Right?
but if you're not attached to the system to where you can't make payments,
God.
all right. Hey, what do you think's gonna happen?
Right, because what it is, man, where was it? I'll have to look it up, but there, I can't remember exactly where. It was a woman who came in to try to make her house payment, and they were not accepting her payment, the payment that she was paying. They said you have to pay it online,
Yeah.
right? I think she tried to pay with half cash and the other half in
Like a money order or something?
money order, and the other portion in like coins, right? And they said we're not accepting your payment. Right, but here it is. This is the money that is that is certified and supposed to be for.
well, now with the new laws that have been put in place. Hey, they're gonna have that social credit system set
Yep.
up to where even if you do got it, if you watching our videos,
Right.
they're not gonna let you They're not gonna let you make those payments or make those purchases. They're gonna exile you just for, watching. Well, you say I still got it though, but now by watching these, they gonna call you something else or deem you as as a threat.
Enemy of the state.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Hey, because you can't. You are leaning upon what they call a ideology.
Right.
All right. A hate ideology.
Right. Not false.
And it's not false. It ain't nothing but truth that has been proven time after time through the will and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. You got it.
Oh, did you want to start back at 16?
Yeah, you can start back at the top.
Come on. This is a song.
Slakia.
Song.
That actually, if we start back where
I was at 18.
where he was at.
Come on.
That
Yeah.
kind of.
Went in. Come on. This is Psalms
I'm trying to have a bloody
118
nose.
and 18. Yahweh Shem Yahushai hath chastened me sores, but he hath not given me over unto death.
God is not giving me over unto death. All right. Hey, even though I've been bruised, all right, broken down, hey, beaten down, all right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai has not cast me out unto death. All right, and that death is not only that physical death, but that death of being cut off from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. Hey, because what we say, if you don't have Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you're likened unto what? The walking dead.
Mm-hmm.
All right? That death is not only a physical death, that is a spiritual death. All right? Because without Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, all right, you are spiritually, and you speckled birds whose father's line goes back, you are spiritually dead.
Oh.
All right? You're just waiting for the body, the physical, to manifest. Okay? Go ahead.
Continuing. Open me the gates of righteousness. I will go into them, and I will praise Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This gate of Yahweh Shem Yahushai into which the righteous shall enter.
Is this the gate or?
This gate of
Yeah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai unto which the righteous shall enter.
Read it again.
Okay, I'm gonna start from 19. Psalms 118 and 19. Open to me the gates of righteousness. I will go unto them, and I will praise Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. This gate of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, into which the righteous shall enter.
Right, and that opening of the gate unto righteousness is learning about Yahweh Shem Yahushai, calling upon the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, coming unto repentance unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Right.
All right, understanding that it was you who messed up, and it is Yahweh Shem Yahushai that is just in all his ways.
Right, because Yahweh Shai was is the leader to righteousness.
God.
All right. He's the way to the kingdom. He's the leader and the example of righteousness. You got it.
Okay. Continuing. I will praise thee, for thou hast heard me and art became my salvation.
Right. So, hey, we praise Thee because Yahweh Shem Yahushai has done what? He has hearkened unto our prayers. All right? He has found mercy and grace, hey, to bestow upon us. All right? That He would yet again look upon us, Abaratazah, we are those men, and look upon Israel again. All right? To give Him the honor, the glory, and the praise. Hey, to start to be cleaned up, to be sufficient even to utter and speak His name. Because there was at a point in time where we knew not Yahweh Shem Yahushai's name. All right? It was taken from us.
That's like the worst captivity. And took him from us.
Right. Hey, and it has been the worst captivity. All right? Has not, hey, through the last 700 years, right? Hey, has been probably the worst captivities that Israel has ever been in. Okay? Losing everything. The heritage. Okay? Not knowing who we are, whose we are. Losing land. Everything. All curses being fulfilled. Not just a couple of them. All. All right? Hey, this is the lowest state that ever that Israel has been in. So how much more? All right, and before, hey, what does it say? What does that say? Before the brightest day, the darkest night. All right, hey, that dark day of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is coming, and it is falling upon the world. All right, and first and foremost, the world and the nation of Israel, because judgment starts in His house first. It's coming.
Jacob's trouble.
All right? It's coming. And it's coming fast. All right? You can play around if you want to. But Yahweh Shem Yahushai is not playing with y'all. All right? Go ahead, Salakia.
Continue back on Psalms 118 and 22. The stone which the builders refused is become the headstone of the corner. This is Yahweh Shem Yahushai's doing. It is marvelously. Hold on.
Marvelously.
Yeah, marvelous. Yeah, marvelously in our eyes.
Right. So, hey.
Marvelous. I think it's just marvelous.
Marvelous.
Just marvelous?
Yeah, it's marvelous.
All right. I'm like, is it marvelous?
No, it's got it.
Okay.
It's marvelous.
All right. Hey, but that cornerstone is Yahweh Shai. All right, the builders that rejected were the nation of Israel. All right, ultimately the 2/3 of the nation of Israel who rejected. But at one point in time, all of Israel rejected Yahweh Shai. Okay? Because we knew Him not. Okay? But now being brought back into the remembrance of who we are and whose we are, and everything that was bestowed upon us through the will and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, setting Yahweh Shai up as that cornerstone, leading us into the prominence and the dominance that He has ordained for His nation to have.
Right. Hey, and it's marvelous in the elect's eyes.
God.
Right, because we're gonna see this in the kingdom. And we're gonna be Lord willing, we're gonna be those first fruits.
God.
To witness that glory and be partakers of that glory.
Right. Hey, that majesty is like no other. All right. Hey, what does it say about the kingdom of heaven? Right. Ears have not heard, eyes have not seen.
Right.
All right. Hey, and when have you really truly seen anything more glorious than when you see so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indian men standing up? All right, and speckled birds whose father's line goes back, standing up and remembering themselves as men. This is the kingdom is within you. All right, so when you truly see it and start understanding it through the will and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, there's nothing like it. All right, and knowing that there is a power that is conducting all things to bring this all back together, to bring it all to a head, that He may receive the glory, the power, and everything. Receive everything back that was once His, given back unto Him. And Abaratazah, we are a partaker of it. There's nothing more glorious. All right, than seeing men standing upon their feet, proclaiming and preaching and teaching the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right? There is nothing. At least not in my eyes. All right? At least not in these brothers' eyes. All right? And those who teach the 100% doctrine. Okay? There's nothing as glorious as preaching and teaching Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, giving wisdom, knowledge, and stability. All right? You got it?
This is Revelation 20:4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his charagma upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach Yahweh Shai 1,000 years.
Right. So all the men, all right, all the men of the nation of Israel, starting first and foremost with the 144,000 elect men, 12,000 from each tribe that believed upon the testimony, prophesying the downfall of this whore, all right, Egypt, aka Babylon, aka Rome, aka Rome 2.0, aka Sodom and Gomorrah. Here the shores of America, all right, will reign with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for an eternity. All right, for an eternity, and taking you devils down. All right, there will be no more there will be no more of these mountains and hills, all right, known as governments. All right, that put perverse and grievous laws on the people of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai first and foremost. Everything will be set back there in order. Okay? You got anything?
No, that was it.
Got anything? All right. Hey, but Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. I'm going to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listen and learning, and to the Bias Shatabbadat, the house of David. Till next time we say Shalom, Wad Abba, Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.